Hey, I'm Matt with Meat Church. Can we make whole hog-esque barbecue out of a cheap pork butt? So it occurred to me recently that a lot of people never get to taste the greatness of whole hog barbecue. We're talking whole hogs that are seasoned simply with salt and smoked. And then when they're done and they're pulled, all the different parts from the ribs to the butt, all pieces of the hog, they're sauced very simply. Apple cider vinegar, Texas Pete's hot sauce, red pepper chili flake. But a lot of people never get to try that because a whole hog is $500-600 depending on how big it is. Most people don't have a cooker big enough to accommodate a whole hog. So I don't think a lot of people get that, but whole hog barbecue is one of my favorite things in the world because it is as simple as I described it, yet when you take a bite of the sandwich, it tastes so complex to me. So what we're gonna do today is something that we did for a staff lunch at Meat Church, where we took a pork butt that was less than 30 bucks and we treated it the same way. And we added in crispy chicharrones, added the same sauce, and we made sandwiches, and it was actually super delicious. And the whole staff was like, you should do this for a YouTube video because our audience would love it. So, you know, May was National Barbecue Month. This is part 6 or episode 6 of our famous annual Hardcore Barbecue series. If you've never checked out the playlist here on YouTube, loads of like 40 plus videos on all the classics. We call it Hardcore Barbecue because if you want to go make barbecue, anything you want in the classic realm is within this playlist. Super popular. We'll put a card up here for that. But let's jump into this. 11-pound pork butt that we bought at our HEB. So this is a commodity pork butt. It was 29 bucks. You see the beautiful money muscle there. We're not going to do a whole lot to this. So when you're cooking a whole hog, like in my whole hog cooker, I cook it skin side up for the beginning of the cook, again, seasoned with nothing but salt. And then I flip it late in the cook, increase the temperature to crisp up that skin. We don't have skin on this. We've got a little bit of fat, not too much fat. So let's try to make this just the same, and I think you guys are gonna love this. So I have very minimal fat cap here. I'm gonna score that fat instead of removing it because we're gonna do a simple no wrap pork butt. So I want to leave all this fat on here. So I'm gonna score across the back. I want that added flavor. I'm gonna do like a 1-inch pattern across the fat. You could remove this if you want, but if you're doing a no wrap, I would just leave it. So this just opens it up, gives you a little more surface area for your seasoning. And then, like I said, the flavor. And if you don't score the fat when you cook a pork butt, the fat, as the internal temperature increases, it will cinch up and kind of be like distorted. So this will help it lay flat. All right, there we go. So in true whole hog fashion, we're not using a Meat Church seasoning. We are simply seasoning this with this salt. That's it. It's a big piece of meat. You can put a lot on here. It's not going to hurt it. It's all going to get pulled in the end. If you're interested in doing a whole hog, we've got whole hog videos on this channel. If you don't have a whole hog cooker, that's okay. You can build one out of cinder blocks, which is what we do in this video. I'll put a card up in the corner for that, but super popular. I was taught whole hog barbecue by my good buddy, Michael Letchworth. He's partner, big time owner in Sam Jones Barbecue, the man behind that operation. Heck of a cook, very dear friend of ours. We do a whole hog generally every Memorial Day or so. Not doing it this year because our families are busy, but it's super popular. I mean, cooking a whole hog reminds me a lot of cooking crawfish. You can leave the hog on the cooker and people can have like an old school pig picking where you come down, just pick pieces off of it and eat it. Love it, super communal. But I know you guys are going to absolutely love this, which is why we're doing it today. So let's talk about cooking. I mentioned we're going to do a no wrap pork butt. So I've got a smoker set up at 250 degrees. I'm running my Meat Church pellets. We got 2 flavors, but I'm running the pecan and cherry flavor. That's a mix. Came out this year, very popular, great on pork. We're going to do a no wrap butt. That means I'm going to put this in the smoker and I'm just going to let it cook until it's probe tender. I'm not gonna flip it, I'm not gonna wrap it, but that's gonna give a serious bark, especially coming off this pellet grill, but cook it on whatever you've got. So let me throw that in the smoker. I've actually got another one in there already that I put in last night so that we don't have to wait. All right, let me grab the one that has been cooking overnight. Way tender. So you're looking for probe tender. This cooked somewhere around 12 hours, but you can see here there's just like no resistance at all. So this is done, but like super barky. But honestly, cook it however you want to cook it. If you don't want to wait that long, you know, you could have wrapped it in foil. You didn't have to do a no wrap version. We're gonna set that in a pan and set it aside while we make our sauce real quick. So we've got a cup of apple cider vinegar. All right, so Texas Pete's hot sauce is going to take quite a bit of this. Need about 3/4 of a cup. Some red pepper flake. Optional, I dig it. And then we like to do Blanco to taste. Mix it up. We're going to set this aside. I love how Texas Pete's hot sauce is what goes in like Eastern North Carolina style whole hog. Set that down. Now we just need to pull the pork. And then what we're gonna do after we pull the pork is we're gonna crush up a bunch of pork rinds to go on top. So normally with whole hog, as I mentioned, we would flip the hog late in the cook, we'd increase the temperature and we'd crisp up that skin. So after you pull all of the pork, you would chop up all of that crispy skin to put back into the pork. So when you have a sandwich, you get those crispy bits throughout it. So the way we're gonna mimic that is with pork rinds. Pork is totally pulled, and now you want to add in your sauce kind of to the consistency that you like. Let's do it this way so you can see it. Which I'm probably going to like a lot of it. Kind of the beauty of doing a no wrap where you get that serious bark. You know that the final product will not be as juicy as if you had wrapped it in foil. A-okay, because look at this. And then I always tell people, like, taste it along the way. You can add seasoning here if you want. It's actually really good like that, to be honest with you. Super good. I mentioned we don't have crispy pork skin. We do have crispy pork rinds. Break these up. Very important element, cheap element. Cool thing about whole hog barbecue, you're taking a bite of that sandwich again and you're just having crispy bits throughout the entire thing, which I love. All right, I feel like that's pretty good. So I'm gonna bowl all this up and get ready to build my sandwiches. Standard little bun here. Just pile it high. I'm gonna add more pork rinds, because I like to add more sauce. I like my sandwiches saucy. Ooh, baby. I'm very excited for this. I've not had whole hogs since late last year. Actually, cooked one for homecoming for our varsity football team, so I'm definitely due. Here we go. Ooh. I ain't mad at it. That is such a tasty departure from classic pulled pork. You know, back when we did our Mexican pulled pork, we talked about it's not what you expected when you took a bite. People grow up on sweet. When people hear pulled pork, they think sweet. And that's what they expect to bite. So when you have our savory pulled pork, which is our Mexican pulled pork, you're like, woo, that's different. This is the same way. Obviously, a lot of people sauce their pork in vinegar, so it may not be completely foreign to everybody. But growing up in the deep South and after moving to Texas, I never had vinegar sauces on my pork, so I'm a huge fan of this. Yes, this is not traditional, but it was under 30 bucks. I didn't have to have a whole hog, and I didn't have to have a whole hog cooker, and I didn't have to have 50 pounds of meat. So I highly recommend this summer. Just trying to give you a cool idea. I think your family will dig it. The crunch element inside with the pork rinds, I absolutely love. I mean, I could just eat pork rinds all day by myself. Reminds me of my granddaddy, but this is a win. You've got to check out the Hardcore Barbecue playlist. At the very end of the video, we'll put the card up again for you guys to hop into that. You guys have been crushing that all summer, so we appreciate you guys giving us so much love this year. If you like what you're doing, please like and subscribe. This recipe will be below. Take you to meatchurch.com. It's where you get the summer swag. Thanks for being here. See you guys next week.